what? Digital age, isn't it? Everything is online. Everything is online. So if you are left behind, you will be behind. You will be hungry. So you have to also adapt yourself and know about digital things. Okay. So now we are going to listen to our country lead for WADA Ghana, Mrs. Efia Owusu. She's going to tell you about WADA, what we do, and the opportunities that is in blockchain technology. So let's welcome Mrs. Efia Owusu.
Hello. Good afternoon, and you are welcome. I hope you are not just here to make the numbers, because this is an opportunity that if you make it pass by you, you will regret. I won't say that you regret for the rest of your life, but you regret for majority of your life, because the blockchain is a new technology that is now taking off. I wish I had been introduced to it when I was like you. Right now, I'm in my old pension time, now that I've gotten to know it, and I can't do much, but I'm trying my best to do the little that I can do. So this afternoon, as we've all said, we are here to introduce you to blockchain technology. Has anybody heard of blockchain technology before? Who said yes? What do you know about it? Can you just tell us just something little that you know about it? Oh, please, allow him.
All right, so what? Charlie, oh. Please, can I stand up? So a little bit I know about blockchain is that we used to store Bitcoin, and you can trade through blockchain too. So if you have blockchain, you can trade your Bitcoin, or you can have an account on blockchain too. So.
Okay, thank you. You've done well. Any more? Okay. I'm going to tell you about WADA, because WADA in Ghana now is giving out the course of blockchain. Other people are doing, but WADA that I am with, that's what I'll talk about. And the whole idea of we doing this is because we know there are lots of opportunities in blockchain. WADA is here to give a voice. That's the main thing, to give a voice and access to people of the African heritage. That's what WADA is here to do. And our mission is to create infrastructure, educate, and then also help develop apps, dApps creation. And we are doing this through creation of hubs. When we say hubs, it's just like a center where you can go and then you would have the ability to learn about blockchain. So one of our main focus at WADA is to make the Cardano blockchain. There are other people who are going to talk about the different types of blockchain. But WADA mostly, although it's a general blockchain, but we mostly dwell on the Cardano blockchain and then decentralized ledger technology solutions, which are accessible, and some of the things that it can do, like what the theater guys presented. They were talking about storage of information. There are so many things. You can do fashion on the blockchain. You can do photography, NFT. I don't know whether you've ever heard of NFTs. Yeah, you can put the NFTs on the blockchain. There are so many things you can do on the blockchain. And that are some of the things you can do. One way we are doing it is to spread education, educating the youth especially. It's not just the youth, it's for everybody. But we are thinking that if you give the youth opportunity, because these days there are a lot of unemployment, you finish school, you go out there, you don't know, you can't get work to do. If we give the opportunity to you guys now, before you go out, you would have an idea of what you want to do. So that's one of the things that we are doing. Currently, we have hubs in Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, DRC, and then Cameroon. And they are all doing, and okay, the idea is these hubs are supposed to give access to the youth with physical space, high-speed internet, computers, and all those things that you can think about. So our office is at Westlands. If you live close by and you want to come and sit there and do something, we are there, you are welcome. You can come around and do whatever you want to do. So that's the rationale. Our services, education, training, consulting, and then network. Currently, we are working with the Cardano Blockchain. With blockchain, the other speakers will let you know. There are 3 types of blockchain. Do anybody know any type of blockchain here? All that you know is blockchain. There are 3 types of blockchain. And the very first blockchain that came up is what? Bitcoin, which you all know. Then came Ethereum. Has anybody heard of Ethereum? Then Cardano. Have you heard of Cardano? Are you sure? What did a Cardano do? What is Cardano? What is Cardano? Okay. Cardano is a 3rd generational blockchain platform. And whether we normally work with the Cardano blockchain, there are so many others, but we normally work with the Cardano blockchain. Why? Because we've realized that the Cardano blockchain has a lot of opportunities. It was the Cardano blockchain that started smart contracts. It was the Cardano blockchain that brought Project Catalyst, which will be explained later. So there are a lot of things you can do on the Cardano blockchain. That's the reason why we dwell more on educating people on the Cardano blockchain. So, as I said, if you miss this opportunity, I wouldn't say you are gone, but then you yourself supply the noun there. Because blockchain is the biggest opportunity that we can think of over the next decade. Blockchain is going to be big. And if you do understand it, I know people think that blockchain is, in quotes, illegal, but it's not. Yes, Ghana, legally, you can't go out and say you are trading with blockchain. You can't go to a bank. But a lot of people are doing it underground. It's a legal something that you can trade in. But the government hasn't come out to say that you can go out. But it's not a scam. If you learn about it and you know how to use it, you really see that it can change your life. So I'm going to end here, and I'll give it to the next speaker, who is going to take you through the opportunities in blockchain.
Let's give it for Mrs. Sefia. Okay. The next person who is going to speak is called Nathaniel Jamina. Nathaniel is a student at KNUST, and he's really knowledgeable about blockchain, which has helped him. He's young, but he's rich. He's involved in so many ideas that you need to get in touch with. You need to connect to the right people, isn't it? If you want to be, somebody who, if you want to be like Bill Gates, is it a wrong thing? No. If you want to be like, who in Ghana can I say? President. Vice President. Despite. So you know what? Opportunities are there. You just have to what? Connect to it. If there is electricity and you don't switch it on, are you going to get your things ironed? No, even though there is electricity, you are disconnected because you haven't switched on. So as we are here, these young guys are all in depth in the knowledge of blockchain, and they are benefiting from it. As I stand here, I am a human resource consultant. But when I got to know this blockchain, even the HR, I'm beginning to forget about it. I'm just in it. Do you understand? It's very good. So Nathaniel is going to give you the fundamentals of blockchain. And then you yourself, as you are on your own, don't use your phone for things which are not necessary. Rather use your phone to learn things that will bring you to a high level in society. Okay? So let's welcome Nathaniel to talk about it.
Thank you very much, Madam Emilia. Okay. I want to come down. Today, I'll be looking at the fundamentals of blockchain. You have to pardon me, I can't see from the far end, so I'll use my small machine here. What has been said by most speakers are very true. You realize that sometimes we hear of a lot of things, but we do not seek to take just even the knowledge of it. At least we don't know what it is. Just find out. It doesn't take anything from you. You just find out what it is, and then you proceed and see how you can take decision in your activities or in your various life activities. Today, my presentation will focus on fundamentals of blockchain. So, what is blockchain? If we say blockchain, blockchain is simply a decentralized, distributed ledger that records provenance of digital assets. All that I've said, you realize that there are keywords. I mentioned ledger, I mentioned digital asset, I mentioned decentralized. Now, if we say the provenance of digital, something that records the provenance of financial or digital asset, it is basically the history. In accounting, they keep records. So the blockchain keep records of everything. That is all that the blockchain does. So as some of you, when we say blockchain, you say Bitcoin. When we say Bitcoin, you say blockchain. They are not the same. Bitcoin is a native currency. Blockchain is the technology. And when we say technology, you know how we apply application of science as technology. Is that not it? Some years ago, this camera couldn't have stand here. We would have had a whole department bringing the camera in. But with technology improving, the camera is in the room and it's possible. That's the same with blockchain. So the blockchain is the technology. Now let's look at our keywords. When we say ledger, ledger is a collection of financial accounts. And then we say digital asset. Digital asset is anything of value. So anything of value is a digital asset. But in the digital space, we all know, we all have PDF files. Is that not it? Now, PDF file is something of value. If you go to your headmaster's office, his files there is something that he will not let you watch because it's of value and you are not supposed to see them. Are you appreciating it? So if it's a digital file, then it is of value. So that is what the blockchain records. The last one is decentralization. And decentralization refers to a simple dilution of centrality by distributing various elements of political and administrative activity to non-central activities. In the school here, we practice what is called a centralized authority. So we have the headmaster. You cannot wake up in the morning and say you are going to the headmaster. You have to go through your school prefect. That is your channel of communication. That's not it. Now, with decentralization, they bring the function of everything to the fringes. And so you do not need a centralized system to function. If you wake up and you're supposed to enter into class, you have a smart arrangement that you know that you go to class. You don't need anybody to force you. I hope you are appreciating. So that is how the technology operates. And once you are going to class, everybody else know that you are going to what? The class. So at the end of the day, they won't come and say you didn't attend the class because everything is being what? Recorded on the what? Blockchain. I hope you are appreciating it. Now, some of us know what is called Google Doc. Is that not it? Let me see behind those who have worked on a Google Doc before. Google document. Have you worked on Google Doc before? Like you create a document, a Google Doc. Like, okay, let me come to Microsoft Excel. How many of you have used Microsoft Excel? Now, Google has a version of Microsoft Excel called Google Doc. That one, you do it online. So, I may be in my house. Sir can be in his house. Once I create a Google Doc and I share it via email, he will receive the same document. If you receive the same document, he can write on it. Maybe we are supposed to write a letter to the headmaster. And I created a Google Doc. It is just like Microsoft Word document. But this time, you work on the same Microsoft document online. And somebody can write or contribute to the document. I hope you are getting it. You see, when you open Microsoft Word, you are the only person who can type on it on your computer. But Google Doc, what it does is that Google make you do that work online. So you can be typing because he can be helping you. So maybe we are writing a letter to the headmaster. We want to ask for permission to go on vacation. Or is it excursion? We want to go on excursion to Kakum National Park. Then you we assign the work to 3 people. So we created a Google Doc. It is Kofi, Kwame, and Ama. We are working on a Google Doc. Now, Google Doc, the way it operates, when you are typing, I'm Kofi. If I'm Kofi, I'll say, I can see it being recorded that Ama changed there to something else. You can see it. The time she changed it, you will see. If you underline something, Google Doc will let you know that one of your project mates has come and what? Change something. I hope you are appreciating what I'm talking about. So, if you think of blockchain, think of it like Google Doc. It is not like Google Doc. It is very complex than Google Doc. But at least Google Doc simplifies it. Now, the document you create, that letter that you create with Google Doc, nobody can do anything to the document. Is that not it? The only people who can add up to the document are people that it has been shared with. People that it has been shared with. Is that not it? Now, Kofi can come and edit it. Is that not it? Amma can come and edit it. But the beauty of it is that if Amma is editing and doing something that is bad, all of you can see. This time, Amma cannot hide and do it. Like the way someone can hide in his office and alter some documents. This, you can't do it like that. I hope you are appreciating. So that is what the blockchain gives. If you get it like that, then excellent. Very, very brilliant of my participant today. Oh, give it up for yourself. It's very necessary. Now, keep the Google Doc arrangement in your head. We'll be coming back to it. I'll make references to it as I proceed, okay? Now, we've heard of who controls blockchain. Is it no one controls blockchain? Is that not it? It's when you create it, you can't shut it down, you can't do anything to it. Is that not it? Now, on the blockchain, anybody that has a node can somehow control blockchain, like Kofi, Amma. I hope you see them. They can do something on it. Is that not it? So they are the people who can edit it. They can make it good. Is that not it? And when they are making it bad, other people can see and check that. So that's why we say it is decentralized. I hope you are appreciating the technology. Good. There are types of nodes. We have the full node. It's just about storage and whatnot. So we have the archive node that it stores everything. We have the prune node that when it stores it for some time, it prunes some of the data that are not relevant on the blockchain. Now let's come to types. Now, there are a lot of blockchains in the world. Now, Bitcoin or the Bitcoin blockchain is also a type of blockchain. We have the Cardano blockchain. It's also a type of blockchain. We have the Ethereum blockchain. It's also a type of blockchain. But Bitcoin itself is what? The cryptocurrency. You get it? But the technology is what? The Bitcoin blockchain. I hope we are there. The Cardano blockchain is the technology. So the Cardano blockchain runs on what we call the peer-to-peer review system. And so on the Cardano blockchain, this is how the community works on the Cardano blockchain. In simple put, what is here is a laptop, right? So we are all community members on the Cardano blockchain. What we have to do is that person A will submit a proposal that where the laptop is, it's not good. It can fall down. So let us get a podium and put it on it. When that person makes that suggestion, all of you in the community must agree to that suggestion and vote to it. Once you vote to it, or first of all, you have to review the idea to see whether what he's saying doesn't even make sense. Is it possible that the laptop will fall? Is it necessary that we get it on the podium? I get in it. Then once we have reviewed it and it passed for voting, we vote. Once we vote and we have accepted it, then we all agree and it is done. We put it on the podium. That's how the Cardano blockchain operates. So we say it operates on the evidence-based peer-to-peer review system. So that's how the Cardano technology works. Now, let's bring blockchain to our activity. I've always said that as people, we have always dealt with blockchain, the technology, but in our own crude way. Okay? And so I use this scenario. We are the people of Ghana, is that not it? Hello? Or we are not the people of Ghana? Good. Now, it is us that we created the what? The constitution, is that not it? So when you take the preamble of the constitution, it starts with we the people, is that not it? Good. So we created the constitution. And within the constitution, we created who? The government. Now, as society became more and more complex, we decided to give the government certain representative powers to represent us. Please, hello? Hello? We decided to give the government representative powers because we all cannot do it, is that not it? And so we agreed that once we are creating a constitution, let us give a few people opportunity to do it, is that not it? Now, as time goes on, what are we seeing? They are becoming more powerful than us, is that not it? They are also becoming corrupt, is that not it? Now, if we are supposed to use this on a blockchain, first of all, there's not going to be anybody who is going to be very powerful because it's going to be what? Decentralized. Is that not it? It's going to be decentralized. Number two, representation. We can all represent because the technology makes it easier for us to all have a say without making it so complex. Is that not it? So in our activity, we have always participated or done something in our own crude way. You know, the Stone Age man, or even if I go to the Stone Age man, I've gone very far. The hunting and gathering man. Is it better? Is it the hunting and gathering man? Or even let me even go to the basis of our society. We have families, is that not it? We organize on the basis of family. Every family has a family head, is that not it? You cannot take a decision that is very substantive in your family without your family head knowing. Is it possible? It's not possible. Is that not it? But within the families, we are all into one word, society. Is that not it? But every decision every family member takes independently, progressively, we what? We flourish in the society. Is that not it? Is that not it? Now, the blockchain is going to do basically that. This time, it gives you representation, it gives you a voice, it gives you the power. You don't need a middleman. I have asked for direction in Circle, and somebody has taken 5 CDs from me just because he showed me that, oh, pass left, pass right, say, Charlie, oh God, understand this code. You have to pay because I've done, or you are asking for something and you are consulting, maybe what you want to buy a shirt. The price of the shirt is maybe 10 CDs. But because you have come to resort to a middleman, the middleman will add his, is that not it? But when you are dealing with the blockchain, you don't get a middleman. Everything in the middle is taken care of. And so if I get to Google the Circle and I'm looking for direction, I just take my Google map, I just type and move. Is that not it? Now things are becoming more easier. So people are developing a lot of infrastructure that is making our society much, much more better. And the blockchain is one of those. Are we there? Okay. Now, this is what I explained with the computer system using the vendor machine. If you see a vendor machine, you put money in it, right? You put money in the vendor machine, and then the machine gives you drink. Has anybody tried it in Ghana? We all have trust issues, is that not it? I remember, let me share this experience. I got to Kotoka and I was traveling. I wanted to take water. I've done the check-in and I wanted to go, and I was thirsty. So I asked somebody that, where can I get water? Then the person just pointed, oh, there are vendor machines there. And I was like, wow, here it won't happen unless I'm at the other side of the world. I'm not doing it. You get it? Because we all have trust issues. So this is what we call smart contract on the blockchain. As people, we interact. We do what we call, we form basic contracts every day. Is that not it? Oh, give me this. We cooperate. A farmer will bring his foodstuff. You go and take it. Is that not it? We cooperate every time. Now, the smart contract is saying that everything that we do, we should just present it in a smart contract form and submit it on the blockchain, and it will function effectively. And so maybe I want to pay you, right? When I pay you, you will give me this paper. Okay, so let me use you. I'm going to pay you. You give me this paper. Now, I don't know you. I don't need to trust you. So the smart contract is saying that you will submit this paper on the blockchain. Is that not it? Then I will make payment. Now, when I make payment to you, you will go back and report on the blockchain that you have received payment. Or I will say, I have made payment. Then the block system comes to you and find out whether you have you have received payment. You have also confirmed that you have received payment. Then the smart contract automatically release this one for me. Do I need to trust you? So that is how cooperation is building, and a lot of people are using the technology in several aspects of life. I'll take you when it comes to question time. There are a lot of opportunities in blockchain. There's cooperation. You can raise funds from the blockchain. Like I said, somebody will put in proposal. I mentioned proposal that I said we should put it on the podium. It's a way. Maybe it's just the basic of ideas. Maybe you think that in your school we should have a recycling plant here, and you want to use the blockchain solution for it, and you want to contact blockchain society to help you. They are definitely going to give you their native coin, all right. But once your proposal that you are submitting, they look at your idea and it makes good sense, they will tell you they can fund it. That's fundraising. And my colleague speaker will come and talk more about what we call Project Catalyst, where you can raise more funds on the blockchain. On the blockchain, you can store things like the play that you all witness, storing of exam records. You can even go as far back as our land issues. People work so hard. They have money, but they can't buy land because they are afraid of what? Litigation. You get it? But on the blockchain, it can keep good title for you. People can build on land, and as they are staying in, somebody can just come and say, this is the title, a proper title to the land you are living in for about 15 years. So it belongs to me. And the lawyers here will say what? Kwekwe Prantalo Solo said it. Everything that is on the land is part of the land. So it doesn't matter whether you have built 14-bedroom apartment, it's on the land. So it's part of the land. You get it? So these are problems that blockchain can solve in our society. It is evolving money transfer. First, you need to go to Western Union. How many people have used Western Union? When they send you the money, when the money even arrives, you don't know. You have to go to the bank and go and find out. You have to go to the bank and go and find out whether, if the money that has been sent, if it has reached, is that not it? That's terrible. But with the crypto, with the blockchain and the cryptocurrency, once they send you money, you get it direct. And there are projects that is being funded in Ghana that money has been sent from US and we have received it here. We jumped e-levy like this, we jumped bank regulations like this, we jumped everything. And so it's making life very easy. So that is what the technology is doing. It is solving real life problem. But our problem is that everything that it has good also has bad. And so there is mobile money, is that not it? Do we have mobile money scam? Do we have mobile money scam? Does it mean that mobile money services is scam? Definitely, any good technology, somebody will use, find ways and means to what? Explore it. Is that not it? So what you have to do as a person is to make sure you seek the right knowledge, you connect to the right node. That is why MTN takes the trouble and what? Educates their customers. That MTN will never call you. Is that not it? So in the blockchain, there are standards, there are process, there are procedure. There's something we call the 12-phrase password. Under no circumstance, whether you are even transferring money or receiving, you don't need to share it with anybody. It's for you alone. So when you take the knowledge and you are interacting, then when you go and encounter somebody and the person is telling you otherwise, the knowledge that you have learned through events like this one today will begin to inform you that this is not how the blockchain or the cryptocurrency, this is not how the idea works. The technology can function in every aspect of our life. But anytime we hear of blockchain, we look at financial investment. It is far from it. That is just one aspect of blockchain. Minute aspect of blockchain. If you want to come and invest on blockchain, fine. You are the investor, come. You are welcome. But don't limit the technology that can solve land issues, the technology that can solve money transfer, the technology that can solve representation, voting, give proper identity. You see the informal sector. Blockchain technology can give them proper identity. You don't reduce it all to what? Investment. Then that way you are limiting the technology. Now, I conclude with this picture. It's unfortunate that if you can see it well, fine. But if you can't see it very well, this is the picture. This picture was an advertisement in 1910. 1910, how many people were born? Okay, maybe our teachers here will be born at that time. Or our teachers, some of them may have witnessed something of that sort. Now, in 1910, hello, let me give you a little background. In 1910, what was dominant in the world was kerosene. Do you know kerosene? And kerosene lamp. If you have kerosene and kerosene lamp, you were seen as the richest man in the society. Don't laugh. It was true. Don't laugh. Now, when somebody discovered electricity and was bringing electricity to the world, this was the advertisement that was done against electricity. And they will say, hey, electricity, when it comes, you die. When you are working on the transformer, it can kill you. It will electrocute you. Today, when we stand here, today is 2022, right? 2022. You look at the photo and you laugh at them in 1910 and say, were they stupid? You can't forgive them. Is that not it? Electricity is coming. And you are doing adverts against light. Today, when the light goes up, what do you do? Oh, when the lights come out, what do you do? Yay! So that is what somebody did against electricity. Now, what do you think that was done? What do you think that was done? Now, you have to bear in mind as people that anytime there is change comes to what? Disrupt systems. At that time, Rockefeller was selling kerosene. He was the biggest man, right? Now, today, blockchain, it is coming to take away Western Union. It is coming to take away real money transfer. It is coming to take a lot of things. The banking people have realized that, hey, we are not going to be relevant. Until they find how they can function on the blockchain, they will forever say it is not good. I hope you are appreciating it. Now, when they were able to appreciate that it was good, they started using what? Electricity, is that not it? Today, will you say electricity wasn't good? So today is 2022. In the next 15 years, can we come back and laugh at those who were in 2022? That will be when you were able to take advantage of the technology. Before I conclude, I have 5 minutes. A certain gentleman raised your hand here. In the course of the presentation, you raise your hand. You are the only question that I'll pick. There's time for question and answers. So because you raise your hand in the course of the presentation, I'll pick only you. When it's time for question and answer, all of you can bring up question. Yeah, what do you wanted to say? That is why what you are supposed to receive has been already received by the smart contracts. Is that not it? Now, we are people. Man is made up of what? Good and evil. So, as you send, you will indicate that you have sent. Then the system goes in whether he has received. Because sometimes you can also fake as if you have sent, but you have also not sent. You get it? Now, when you confirm that you have sent, and the other party also confirm that he has received, then the system knows where to take the thing to. But when one is saying, I have sent, another person is saying, I have not sent, then in the smart contract, it takes you to where? Appeal. Are you getting it? In every contractual arrangement, there are opportunities for what? Dispute resolution. And we will solve dispute. Are you getting it? But at that material moment, it will be resolved. And trust me, the blockchain is far, far faster than most cost systems across the world. I hope you get it. So, we are people. We can't take away that people want to do bad with certain things. We can't take away with it. Even here, our school fees, those times that we used to pay fees, some people find ways and means to squander their fees. You ask the kid, he says, I don't have the fees. You call the father says, I have given it to my boy. Doesn't it happen? So, we are people. We are made up of good and bad. I hope you appreciate it. So, thank you very much. I'll end here.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jamina. I told you he's also a student. The next one who is going to speak is Nana Safo, who is also a student at Ghana Telecom University. And he's going to speak on Cardano Blockchain Project Catalyst. Project Catalyst is where the opportunities are. That is where you benefit from. That is where your ideas can be put into real life projects and benefit you and your family. So if you have some IT skills, it can be put into dApps. You can write an app based on some subjects, and that app will be yours. People will be buying that app, and that will be your work. You will not need to go and send applications to all over Ghana companies and they are thrown somewhere. When you are lucky and we call you, as I told you, I'm also HR practitioner. Then we call you and ask you so many questions and tell you we'll give you 600 cedis a month. Then you use 400 for what? Church and back. Is that working? When maybe you have some good ideas which you yourself you don't even know of, but when you know about Project Catalyst, as you sit down and crack your brains, you will see that the ideas will be coming, and then you become useful. You will be a 25-year-old guy and you have your own business. So let's call Nana Safo to come and tell you about it.
Hi. Okay, so good afternoon, students and master. My name is Nana Safo, and as she said, I am a student of Ghana Technology University College. That is, initially we used to call it Ghana Telecom, basically, and then now it's Ghana Communications Technology University. And I am in a level 300 offering IT, bachelor in IT. Honestly, she said something that if you have this IT knowledge, or if let's say you are good at IT, you can put together stuff to make sure that at least you are doing something on the blockchain, right? I just want to rectify. It is true, of course, you can be an IT person and then be doing this. And on the other side, you can also have no knowledge about IT, but you can still be on the blockchain. So blockchain basically is for everybody, especially with Cardano blockchain, it is for everybody. And everybody can be on board, everybody can utilize it, and everybody can also share it with his or her friends, basically. Okay, and just to add also to what Nathaniel said, with a blockchain, basically, if for instance I am sending you money, and then let's say you give me a paper, all right? And then I tell the blockchain that I have sent the money, and you are like, no, I have not received any money. It is the duty of the blockchain, or let me say the smart contract, to be more specific, to verify as to whether you have received the money or not before it releases whatever is in stock, basically. And to do that, we always have what we call transaction ID. Like when you are sending Momo, there's transaction ID, right? Good. That is used for verification whenever there is dispute. So if I say I have sent you the money, and you are saying you have not received any money, the blockchain then comes to me and say, okay, fine, show me the transaction ID that you said you sent the money. Then I show the transaction ID. Then it uses it to what? To verify. Once it verifies that indeed I have sent the money, it will release this paper to me. And then you, who are now, you trying to, behave as if you have not received any money. If you are not lucky, you might be kicked off the blockchain and you can never come back because it is a whole country on its own. And I am not sure there would ever be a country that wants to have criminals in there. That is why in each and every country we have prison stations, right? Good, so that's how it works like. So when you get on the blockchain, just try and be honest as possible as you can because the very small sort of scam thing you will try, when you are caught, you'll be kicked out and you'll never be allowed back into the blockchain community anymore, which means you are going to miss these whole beautiful opportunities that I'm here to present to you today that my fellow presenters have already spoke about, okay? So please, let us all be of good behavior. Let us not try any scam activities anywhere. It is not good for our health. Great, so I am here to present on Cardano Project Catalyst. And they have already explained to us what Cardano basically is. Blockchain is a whole application on its own. And for blockchain application, there are three main generations currently on the blockchain. So with the first generation, we call it the Bitcoin. So I heard somebody saying that Bitcoin, you can use a blockchain to mine Bitcoin or trade Bitcoin or whatever, good. So Bitcoin is just the first application of blockchain. And then we also have Ethereum. I don't know, how many of us know about Ethereum? Ethereum, okay. So Ethereum is the second blockchain application on the blockchain. And then the third one has to do with Cardano, of which I am here to talk to you or to discuss with you a very enormous opportunity that we can all explore because it is for everybody. And you don't need to have this technical knowledge before you are able to be on the Cardano blockchain, basically. All you need to do is to have an innovative idea that we can fund. That's all. That is all you need to be part of the Project Catalyst community. You understand? So, when we say Cardano Project Catalyst, basically what we do is we create, we fund, we deliver, and future of Cardano. So Cardano, as I said, is a blockchain application. That is a third generation. And in every space, there is competition, just like in your school. Okay, so like for instance, in your class, there's competition because somebody wants to be first, somebody wants to be second, somebody wants to be third, you understand? So each and every day we have students who are trying very hard to take up these positions in class, okay? And actually, if you look into it, ideally it is mandatory to each and every student to study very hard to fall within these positions. Because when you get, let's say, first in your class, when you get to the house, hooray, your mom can even prepare you jollof rice with chicken and egg and whatever that you enjoy, you understand? But when you get to be on the bottom side, what happens? You get to the home and you are just sneaking in because you cannot show your results. right? But I just pray that it doesn't happen to any of us here. We should all be on the lighter side of everything, basically. So with Cardano, we are here to create, we are here to fund, and we are here to deliver solutions to all problems, basically. And Cardano, personally, I love Cardano because Cardano has this special love for Africa. It wants to invest in Africa. It wants to see to it that Africa, at least, is part of the places that it has everything in a good position for everybody. So I love Cardano. WADA loves Cardano. That is why we are here advocating for Cardano, basically. So with Project Catalyst, it comes in stages. We have about 9 stages that we run through each and every 3 months. So it's a 3-month journey, actually. And for the first month and the first week, we look at the insight sharing. That is the stage 1. So when we say the insight sharing, what we are going to do is that, let's say I have an idea that I want to do this. Like for instance, this project that we are here doing right now, me being here presenting to you, it is somebody's idea. And that is Auntie Emilia here. It is an idea that, okay, look, why don't we go around schools and educate, youth about blockchain? It is an idea, you understand? So she brought it up and then she put it in the form of a proposal and then put it on the Cardano community. It went through some stages and now she got funded. So this project, I can say on authority that it is funded by Cardano Project Catalyst. Okay? So it is an idea. I also have my idea. Everybody has his or her own idea. That is why initially I was telling you that you don't need to be technically inclined before you be able to, get on the blockchain. Everybody can be on the blockchain. So far as you have ideas, you can be on the blockchain. Just that this idea needs to be innovative and you are true. So you can start thinking about something. You can start looking at problems around you, problems in the community. Then you can start thinking about solutions. It can be just you. It can be a group of people also. All right? Then you just come on the blockchain or you come to we, and then we will help guide you, put it in a proposal, and if God be on our side, of course, we are going to what? Get funded and then make use of it. So that is the first stage. That is the insight sharing where everybody comes on board to share their ideas, like a thesis of their ideas. Okay, I'm thinking of this. I'm also thinking of this. Okay, then let's put this together. Let's do it. Let's do it this way, and we are through. That's how it works. And then for the second one, we have the proposal submission. So as I said, in the insight, you have an idea. He has an idea. We put it together. Then we write a proposal. It can also be that my idea is huge enough that I can write it as a proposal on my own. With the help of maybe WADA, of course I can do that. Then I can put it through as a proposal on its own, basically. So with the proposal submission, we all submit our proposals, and that happens, I think, in the 2nd or 3rd week of the month. And then the next one has to do with the proposal refinement. Here, whilst you have submitted your proposal, we have a community on its own, that's a Project Catalyst community, full of intellectuals. So these intellectuals, they come around your proposal, your idea, they read, and then they give you ideas, they give you more ideas as to how you can do this. They place comments on your proposal, you go and read them, and then you make refinements on your proposal, basically. That's how it looks like when you get to this stage. So with the refinement stage, you just have to go there and then read your proposal, read the comments you have received so far, the ones that are very relevant and you think are key to making you implement a project successfully or getting funded successfully. You do the necessary corrections and then you have it on there. And then the next one has to do with the proposal finalization. So once you are done with the refinement, the next thing you have to do, of course, is finalize your proposal so that it can go through the next stages of the cycle. And the next stage here is proposal assessment. So I have talked already about one opportunity on the blockchain that has to do with proposals. So each and everyone here can be a proposer, and then each and everyone here can also write a proposal because, of course, we all have our own ideas. Right? So like, for instance, if something is happening in this school that you are not happy about, that you think technology can help you solve it, of course, it's a great idea. The only thing you have to do is to make sure that we can integrate this on the blockchain. Like, for instance, they made use of the database. So, like the drama said, you know, the lady has been in school 2006, and then about some years later, she came back for her certificate, and it is nowhere to be found. This is a very huge problem, because she needs to get that certificate to what? Ascertain a job. But because there is no certificate for her, it is not that she didn't participate in the school. She was in the school. She wrote exams. She saw her results here and there. So how come now she wants the certificate, she's not getting it? This is a very big question and a very big problem to tackle as a community. So what do? You can start thinking of ideas. Okay, what we can do, just as the gentleman said, we can build a database and integrate it onto the blockchain. And mind you, with blockchain, it is immutable. And when we say immutable, it means nobody can tamper it. So if you put A there, it is A forever. Nobody can change it to what? To B. That is how the blockchain is. So if you have your credentials on there, it is safe forever. Nobody can take it off, basically. So you can think about something like this, and then, you know, you come up, put it on the insight sharing stage, and then we will come around it, and then we'll all talk about it. Before you realize, you have a good proposal, and you can get funding, and then do this particular project, and before you realize, you'll be on top. Just like now we have Elon Musk, we have Bill Gates, whoever that we know is rich. That is how they started. It was all about ideas, you understand? It was all about what? Ideas. Once they had the ideas, they began exploring it, they began sharing it with intellectuals, and before they realized, they had the solution already. And that solution is what you and I are using today. Because I can say on authority that none of us here doesn't use Facebook. None of us here doesn't use Facebook. We all use Facebook. So it was somebody's idea some time ago that he sought guidance from some people, and today it's a great solution that you and I are benefiting from. Okay? Then the next one has to do with proposal assessment. So once a proposal is through, we have a group of people in the community that we call them the proposal assessors. Initially, they used to be called the community advisors, but now they are called the proposal assessors, PA for short. Their duty basically is to come and assess your proposal that you have written against a certain rules that we have set. Maybe you didn't write it well, you omitted some things, you included something that you need to take them off, whatever. They do that assessment and allow your proposal to sail through the channel again. So the next stage it goes to is the proposal assessment review. That is a quality assurance. So they also work on the assessment that has been done by the proposal assessors. And then the last one has to do with the governance phase. Just like in every country we have governance. You know, when we say governance, it's all about voting and putting somebody in power, or voting and giving power to somebody. So governance here basically refers to voting on proposals and delivering funds to these proposals so that they can use to what? Implement their wonderful ideas. So as I said, there are some roles in Catalyst that everyone here can take part. All you have to do is to be, yes, of course, you need to be a little bit intellectual. You need to be able to read and write. You need to be a critical thinker. You need to, have this sort of logics to be able to fit within these roles. And then one has to do with the proposal assessor. Here, as I said, what they have to do is to assess proposals that have come through idea scale, basically. So, like I am here, for instance, I am a proposal assessor. So I assess people's proposals that come on the idea scale platform, basically. And then the next one has to do with proposer. And we have veteran proposal assessor. We also have the referrer. We have proposal mentor. We have challenge team member, and then we have the catalyst circle. So now let's see the proposal assessor. As I said earlier, it is a role in Catalyst that seeks to the assessment of proposals being submitted to idea scale. And with this particular role, anybody can actually take part. Once you are part of the Cardano community, you can be a proposal assessor. And it is not for free. You earn something when you do a good job. But if you do a bad job, you don't earn anything. So that's how it looks like. And there are some responsibilities you are supposed to do. One is to treat proposals and proposals with respect. So there's a business statement that says that you treat the business as an entity on its own, and then you treat whoever owns that business as an entity on its own. So that is the same thing that applies here. You treat the proposal as an entity on its own, and then you treat whoever is behind that particular proposal as an entity on its own. And here we are urging you to show respect to these two things over here. Because for instance, I can put in a proposal, and it can happen that you have issues with me, personal issues. Because you have personal issues with me, a proposal might be very brilliant, but per your personal issues, all you want to do is to give me negative assessment, thinking that with your negative assessment, you can pull my proposal down. It doesn't work like that, because there are a lot of people who are going to make assessment on this particular proposal, and after them, a certain group of people will also come and rectify the assessment, classify them as either excellent, good, or bad. You understand? So your assessment alone will never affect me. It might affect me in some way, but it wouldn't affect me to the extent of pulling down my proposal. So we always advise that you treat the individual as an entity on its own, and then you treat the proposal also as an entity on its own, but this time with what? Full respect, so that it doesn't go against the rules. The next one has to do with that you have to separate the idea from the way it is written. Yes. So there can be a very brilliant idea, but it might be written very badly. So your duty here as a proposal assessor is to separate this idea from the way it is written, assess the idea, and then you can also assess how it is written as a proposal, and then you can get something from there. Then also you are supposed to offer advice. Of course, if you realize that, let's say, I said I'm requesting for about $90,000 to, let me say, buy one dustbin, okay, and then put it in front of this auditorium. Of course, it doesn't make sense, or it is not feasible. It is not a good project. How can I use just $90,000 to buy a normal dustbin and put it in front of the auditorium? It doesn't make sense. So what you have to do here is to advise me that, look, you have a nice idea, but I think that you can use just $20 to buy this dustbin. It's an advice that's given to me, and it is my duty then to take up this idea and then use it to make sure that I get the funding, basically. All right. And then also we say that Catalyst is designed such that quality will always be more rewarded than quantity. So that is how Catalyst is what? Designed. So with Catalyst, usually when I do this presentation, people are like, okay, so it means that if I make more assessments, I earn more money? No, it doesn't work like that. You can make more assessments, but you can earn $0. But if you make quality assessment, yes, of course, you earn some good dollars in your wallet. So first one has to do with rewards, and these rewards, they are released in ADA. ADA is a cryptocurrency, just like we have BTC. You know, Bitcoin is an application, and each cryptocurrency is BTC. So for ADA 2, the blockchain application itself is Cardano, and then the cryptocurrency is ADA, or you can say ADA, anyhow you want to say it. Okay, so we give off rewards in ADA, and it can be, you know, it depends on the number of quality assessments you make. So I think in Fund 8, for instance, we were giving off $60 to good assessments, and then we multiply the good assessment value by 3 and give it off as excellent. So if you are getting, like, let's say if you do 20 assessments, and in a 20 assessment, if you have like 14 as excellent, it means that your reward is going to be 14 times 180 in dollars. That is the amount you are going to get as your benefit of being a proposal assessor. But trust me, if you do 100 assessments and VCAs or VPAs classify all of them as filtered out, you earn $0.00 in your account. So you just have to take note. The next thing is to turn your innovative idea into a great catalyst proposal. Once you are assessing people's ideas, it is giving you a gist of how great proposals are written. So when you come back and then you sit down, you can also turn your innovative idea into a great proposal that can earn you funding. Just like I am here, I started off as a CA or as a PA, all right? I did some good assessments. I also did some bad assessments, of course. I earned some $0 before. I also earned some good amount of dollars before. You understand? And through that, through the experience, I put together a proposal, and just last Fund 8, I won a $44,000 project, and it was funded, and I'm still implementing it right now. So it can be you, it can be me. Anybody can do it, actually. You understand? So you just have to take up the opportunity, explore it the more, because we always say that do your own research before you take up anything. Explore it the more, and before you realize, you are also earning something from there. Okay. So you can also be part of the ecosystem growth mechanism or force. Of course, we always want to see the ecosystem growing. That is why each and every day we are receiving proposals from so many angles, different countries, different regions, and they are all fantastic because we want to see Cardano growing. We want to see Cardano as the topmost blockchain application being used. If not in 2022, 2023 to come, of course, we need to see that achievement. So you can also be part of the force. And then also you can also establish relevant connections based on your field of expertise. So like for instance, we have our administrator here. Of course, he's been a teacher before becoming an administrator. He can be on the blockchain, and then he can establish relevant connections with people who are also into education. And before he realizes, he has a wide network of white folks, not bad ones, but good ones, as part of his friends and as part of his project partners, basically. And you can also do the same, because as I stand here, I'm a young guy, but if I tell you the kind of connections I've been able to establish through blockchain, or let me say through Cardano Project Catalyst, you will be amazed, okay? Like for instance, I am working on a project now, which is about land management system. It is called Landano, and I am okay, fine, we are only 2 black people on there from Ghana, okay? And I had to bring the other guy in so that, he will come and support with the knowledge he has already. So you can imagine how wonderful this is. And if I tell you the money I'm making out of this, you'll be shocked, but I'm not here to tell you about that. All I'm here to tell you about is take up the opportunity you are seeing today, start exploring it, start asking relevant questions, and before you realize, you would also be on a stage, sharing your experience just as I'm sharing right now, okay? The next one has to do with a proposal. So yes, I was once a proposal assessor or a community advisor, as we used to say. And now I am a proposer, okay? Because I've put in a proposal in Catalyst, I have won funds, and I'm going in again for another funds. Of course, I'm going to get. Everybody here is going to get. So you can also be part of this, you understand? And for proposal, your duty is to, turn your innovative ideas. So like I said earlier, look around yourself, look around the community, which problems can be solved technically, or, of course, this is a technical school, so you should be able to identify a lot of technical problems. And then turn these problems, think about them. Okay, so what kind of solution can we give to this? What solution can we give to this? When you get these solutions, turn them into innovative ideas and then proposals, and before you realize, you can get funding for it. You understand? So, and we are always available as WADA to help guide you so that you can turn your innovative ideas into what? A good proposal that can fetch you some funding. And please, when the funds come, it is not yours to spend. It is there for you to use to implement that particular solution that you said you are going to do. So like the 44,000, when I said, I saw some faces, they're like, ooh, it is not mine. I am not going to spend it all by myself. I'm going to use it to solve the problem that I talked about. Okay. And so yes, you are supposed to turn innovative ideas. You are supposed to ensure your proposal conforms to the Catalyst proposal guidelines. You have guidelines. So when you get to us, we will show you these guidelines to you, and we will run you through them and make sure that your proposals are always what? Conforming to them. And then you form an implementation team. So as I said, it can be an individual, it can also be a group of people. It can be a group of lecturers and students, it can be a group of students, it can be a group of developers or instructors, and they can come together, share ideas, and do some implementation there. And then also, of course, if you are funded, you need to report progress to the community. So just as this project is running right now, right after here, it is Auntie Emilia's duty to go and sit down and write a report of this particular project and send back to the community that I said I'm going to do this, and yes, I have done it. Then the community will applaud her, and if there are any funds that she's due, of course, they will release it onto her. Then she can enjoy it more. So why must you be a proposer? You get to receive grants in dollars from the community. And you know, when we talk about grants, you receive it, you don't have to pay back. It is not a loan, it's a grant. You just take it free. All you have to do is just report back to us that you said you're going to do this and you have done that, and then you are good to go. You know, you also get to collaborate, you get to receive advices, you get to be part of the ecosystem growth, you establish relevant connections, you build a team, and then you implement your innovative idea, and you are through. So the next has to do with veteran proposal assessor. And as a veteran proposal assessor, your duty basically is to make assessments or review the assessment that have been made by the proposal assessor. That is your duty, and that is all we require from you. All you need to do is that you have a guideline that you are supposed to conform to, and ensure that these proposal assessors actually conform to the guidelines when they were doing their work. So like for instance, if somebody is just insulting somebody in his or her assessment, it is your duty to see that person and then filter that person out, okay? So you have 3 classifications. One is excellent, one is good, and then one is filtered out. For the excellent classification, it means that you need to provide detailed help to that particular proposer in your assessment as a proposal assessor. And then for good, you can of course rectify certain hinges, maybe not much, but it can fetch you a good reward. And then for filtered out, when you insult somebody in your assessment, when you go contrary to the guidelines, you will be filtered out and you not get anything basically. So why must you also be a VPA? Of course, you also get rewards, and yes, there's huge sum of money in there actually for everybody who participates. And then you also build your reputation in the community. People get to trust you because you are doing a good job. But if you do a bad job, it will also go against you. So always we advise that you be on a good side so that you have good reputation. You also offer advice. You be part of the ecosystem growth mechanism, and then you establish relevant connections, just as I have also established, okay? And then we have a few more rows. I understand students are tired. You will leave very soon, right? So please keep quiet for me. Let me just finish this off. So we have a few more rows. The first one has to do with a referral. And in Cardano or in Project Catalyst, nothing is for free. Anything you do, you earn something. Provided you do it in a positive way, you earn something to that. So the first one has to do with a referral. You can refer your friend to Catalyst and then show him or her how to write a proposal. Once he or she does that, he or she has a portion to tell Catalyst that this person referred me to this platform, okay? And when that person gets funded, of course, if you are the referrer, automatically you are earning $2,000 in your wallet for free. And then the next one has to be a proposal mentor. That is, you guide people on how to write proposals, okay? You guide them, you teach them, they are able to do it well, and before you realize, you're also getting something from there. And then also we have challenge team members. In Catalyst, we have challenges, like core challenges that we are looking for solutions, okay? So for every challenge also, we have some team members who are responsible for making sure that this challenge is getting the intention that he said he was going to serve. So because something return on intention, ROI, it makes sure that we are always reaching that. And these are a group of people who are also being incentivized to take up this role. And the last one has to do with the Catalyst Circle. Of course, they are like judges in our country, okay? So they see to it that everything is running smoothly in the community, basically. And you can actually learn more from this. You've learned more, like you've learned a lot here, but you can still continue to learn more. As I said earlier, the best thing to do is to ask what relevant questions. So you can take up anybody's contact from here, ask him or her questions. So I want to know more about this, I want to know more about that, and I'm very sure that they will surely be willing to what? Guide you through so that you can also be able to make use of this enormous opportunity that each and everyone here has already benefited in one way or the other. Okay? I always say that my greatest goal in life is to ensure that anybody who is around me gets to enjoy whatever opportunity I also get. Of course, I didn't get it some time ago, but it is my duty to ensure that now that I have it, anybody around me also what? Has the same opportunity. So I run a workshop called Time with Nana Safo. This workshop basically seeks to educating people on how to take the roles in Catalyst. So you can look it up later, and then before you realize you are also part of it. So I know this is quite clear, so I will just put out my number. If you can write it down, you can write it down. Later, you can just give me a call, put through your relevant questions, and I'll be glad to answer, okay? So the number is 059 211 4525. I go again, 059 211 4525. And the name again is Nana Safo. Thank you all for your time and have a nice day.
Thank you, Nana Safo. The next one, time is fast spent. The next one is questions and answers. If you have any question, just ask and we'll answer.
Okay. So the question and answers, I have good things for you. Before the question and answer starts, some of you are writing your name, and I'll urge that you register with your name, your phone numbers. Now, with everything Nana Safo came to explain about Project Catalyst, that is why we are here. And so the youth onboarding is seeking to bring most youth, especially in Ghana, in our parts of the world, to benefit from this great opportunity Cardano community is presenting, the blockchain is also presenting, so that we all benefit from it. This can be something that we can all benefit from, that will help us achieve our dreams. Is that not it? Because each one of you here have a very fine solution, but funding your solutions is a problem. Is that not it? And that is the main reason why we are here. And so today, you know about blockchain. So in your solution, you can integrate blockchain in your solution. Is that not it? Good. So on that note, we have to learn more. And we have what we call African Catalyst School, which comes up this Thursday. So those of you who have given your number, your emails, and those things, we will be reaching out to you and sending you the link, Zoom meetings. Then you learn more. You have to learn more about Project Catalyst, okay? Because you running, I can just send you the website, you go and register, you can do everything you will do, but you may not benefit. Are you getting it? But you need to learn, know how it's done, know how to do quality assessment. Good. So they just whispered in my ears that if you are able to join the African Catalyst School, they will give you free data. Okay? So they will give you free data so that you join. So you realize that we are doing everything possible for you to what? Participate in the learning. Number two, no, the data is going to be given for the purpose of you joining the Catalyst School. It's not for you to run on your social media. No. Once you are done on the learning, after you are done, we'll send you your data, because we assume you lost data joining. So after you are done, we'll give you your data. Okay? Don't worry. We know grounds. Don't worry at all. Now, the Catalyst School will reach out to us. Number two is the question and answers. Now, I have been told that if you ask questions, you'll be given good ADA. They say 2 ADA. The value of ADA right now is $0.4. And so if we give you 2, it's 2 times 0.4, which is equivalent to $0.8 times 8 cedis, which is almost about 6 cedis, Ghana cedis. Just asking a question about everything that we have done. Your own confusion, ask question on your own confusion. It will be clarified and you get paid on top. What is beautiful than this? So, it will be clarified and to be paid on top. Yeah. So those of you with asking the questions, we will take your details. You will register, we'll let you get a wallet, and then we'll pay you into that wallet. Today, the coin I'm going to give you today, the value is worth $0.4. It's chicken change, it's peanut. Unless maybe I give you about 1,000 of it before it will be good money for you. That's not it. But however, we call something in the crypto world holding on it. Hold on dear life, hold. Now, if you are able to hold on the coin, you don't spend, you don't do anything to it, the value increases. It's your profit. Is that not it? So in 2017, Bitcoin was trading at $2. In 2017, Bitcoin was trading at $2. At that time, a lot of people said, still, we won't buy. Today, one Bitcoin is trading at 224,000. Today, even with that, we say it has what dipped from the normal 30,000 or 40,000. So please, it's a whole thing. You don't need to understand everything before you hook on it, but you need to understand enough to participate in Project Catalyst. So my lady there is also going now. She has the mic. If there's any question, speak into the mic. There's a hand here. Okay, 1 and 2. Good. So we have two already. Please, let's note them there. Those taking their details, let's take them. Please ask.
Yeah, I want to know that as a new beginner or a beginner, where do I have to start from? Am I to start from a professor or a mentor? Or is there any stages that you have to go through?
Thanks for the question. So as a beginner, where you are supposed to start off from is a community advisor, or let me say proposal assessor. Okay? We always advise it as such because if you're a proposal assessor, you get the opportunity to read proposals that have been submitted by other people. And as you read these proposals, you get the knowledge of what is good and what is bad proposal. Okay, because at the end of the day, you want to put in a
proposal or you want to put your idea on there for everybody to also see it. But the question is, how do you frame it such that the community is able to what? Accept and then give you something. You understand? So you start off as a proposal assessor and then you go through the ranks from that angle. So that's where you start off with. Proposal assessor or community advisor. Thanks.
Hello, wait.
Good afternoon, students. Yes, I know for the third years you've learned something about entrepreneurship. Yes. And this is a typical example of entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is basically identifying a problem surrounding you and taking opportunity out of it. So this is a platform for you to take advantage of. It's not opportunity, but to take advantage of, because they are going to guide you as to what opportunity that you will identify so that they can actually assist for you to come out of the challenge you have in your community. So what I want to encourage you is that now, don't think about the money, but think about problem. Yesterday, I had opportunity of meeting Tobinco Pharmacy. And he shared an insightful things to us. He said he left school from 4 leaver. And from 4 leaver, we can compare it to somebody who have finished GHS. And now, he's owning a television station, he's owning a pharmaceutical, he's owning Abbey National. I mean, he has a lot of companies. And he said that it is still not enough for him. So let us take advantage of whatever they have brought here. For me, I'm going to take advantage. So I'm encouraging you to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, those who are taking the data, let's move. Yeah, you can ask a question.
Please, I just want to know how I can buy the Cardano
Put the
coins.
microphone on your mouth.
Please, I just want to know how I'll buy the Cardano coin.
Okay, you want to know how you want to buy. Okay. I think someone there was having a follow-up question on how to start. You're having a follow-up question on how to start. Okay, so you, Richard, raise your hands. Okay, so you see this gentleman. He will take you through how you can buy. Like if you want to invest, okay, so you see him, then you look at that. Obi be trying to follow up with you, but he will answer the question. Your follow-up question. Follow up.
Yeah, okay, thank you. You may note to us that as a beginner, you have to start from the processor, assessor. What is the benefit gain for the beginner? And second point to the, how do I get the benefit? Is it through my blockchain or other way?
Good. So
if you get me,
he made mention earlier that as a community advisor, you assess proposals, and if you assess the proposal and the VCAs rate it as good, you get rewarded with a payment of $60. If it is reviewed as excellent, you are paid $180. So that's how you get your reward. Okay, is it okay now?
Relax.
Now, the trading.
Okay. Hello.
Relax.
Please, there is too much noise at the back. I don't know what you guys are doing there. Let us not pay attention so much on the food. Because when you have the money, you can buy more of those. Is that clear? Is that clear? So let's concentrate here and ask more of the questions, and then let's move on. So this gentleman asks how he can buy, and Richard here is here to answer that. You have a second question?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. So my name is Richmond Opon. And the question you asked, how you can buy ADA, right? So first of all, you can see on the screen, we have a lot of wallets on the screen. These are all called wallets for Cardano, just for Cardano. And then the token, as my brother said, is ADA, right? So you have to get one of these. If you get one of these applications, yes, on your phone or on your computer, you can then get the you can get the Cardano ADA, right? Okay, so you have to download Yoroi wallet. When you go to App Store or Apple Store, Play Store, right? Apple Store, you have to download this app called Yoroi. Then you install it, and then you register. After that, I don't know if anybody know of Binance. You know of Binance, right? That's where you buy that token.
Those who don't know Binance, then it means you didn't watch the Cup of Nation. They were asking who is Binance. They sponsored the Cup of Nation.
Exactly. So if you know Binance, then that means you can buy your token from there. It takes a lot of process, but for now, that's where you get your token, right? Okay.
Now, Binance is spelled as finance, but the F shouldn't start. It must start with B, and you continue with the spelling of the finance. Yoroi is YOROI. That's Yoroi wallet. You can also download that. So, hello, right. Please. The question and answer part is very important. Please, let's listen.
All right, thank you. Well, mine is just simple. So, in this case, when the proposal is presented, it is worked through all out, it has been accepted. Depending on the proposal, what is it used for? Is it, let's say, if it is proposal that is related to government, is it that the community is going to sell the proposal to the government, or the individual is just going to work with it in government? I'm a little bit confused because there's something running in my mind that I want to bring on board.
Okay.
So that we can work on.
I think.
Thank you.
Nana Safo will start and I'll conclude.
Yes, thanks for the question.
a very relevant one at that. So, talking about where proposals go to after it passing through all the stages. So, your idea is your idea. It is your intellectual property, okay? I cannot steal your idea from you. Nobody can steal anybody's idea from him or her, all right? So, what happens is that once the proposal has been able to go through all the stages, at the end, it is two things. One is either it is funded, and then the other is either it is not funded, okay? So if it is funded, you are giving the money to implement the project, either by yourself or by forming a team. That is the first part. And then the second part is either you are not funded. If you are not funded, there are two things here. One is either you withdraw from it, or you go back to the proposal, go back to the assessment that people made on it, that is the feedback that you received. You use the feedback to refine this proposal and then bring it back for the next fund, for another round of funding. And this time, if you are lucky, you get funded, we give you the money to implement. So you implement by yourself and a team that you formulate. It is not the community's duty to come and implement your project for you, but it is your duty to implement and then report back to the community what you said you were going to do and the kind of impact it had on the community, basically. That is where proposal goes to at the tail end of every fund round, basically. I don't know if that answers your question, but if there are any follow-up questions, I'm sure here to answer them as well. Thanks.
Okay, so I promise that I'll conclude on this one. Now, you were asking if you are supposed to give it to the government or you sell it to the government. Now, one thing about blockchain is that it is decentralized. So your solution, first of all, must be devoid of centrality. So for the community to support you, there are people who don't know you, but because of your idea, they think it will add up to the ecosystem. Whatever you are going to do with your project, it's going to add up to the ecosystem. So they are going to support you irrespective. They don't need to know you. I hope you are getting it. Now, then you have to make sure that your proposal is also one that fits in the category or the ecosystem. So let me say that if you present a proposal that you are going to support dictators, definitely everybody is going to vote such a proposal down in the community. If you present a proposal that from the way it looks, the implementation plan, it is one that is not open in terms of reporting, that they are going to vote it down. So as to whether you are going to hand it over to the government or whatever, you present the proposal and the committee knows that you are the owner. Whatever idea you say you come and do it, you say you needed $2,000 for it. Here is your money. You implement it. Then we see how best it will impact the community. That is the focus. The community is a big ecosystem. In Fund 9, the funding round that is coming, we have a funding challenge that says, is it scouting students? Now, scouting students, the goal of that funding round is that they want student entrepreneurs to come and put solutions, because sometimes it is difficult for students to raise money from venture capital competitions, right? So once you are coming, first of all, you must meet those requirements. And then you submit the proposal, and then you take. Now, once that maybe you have built an app that can connect all buses. You have decided after building, you want to sell it to the government, you no longer want to be. That's your decision. The committee have already funded, you have done it, you have done it, you have showed evidence that you have done it. You get it? Good. Thank you. Okay, who is next? Okay, you are with the mic. You ask your question, your details will be taken.
Please, I was trying to.
Please, we have 5 minutes more, so we are about leaving here. You know, when we started, the team here, you were playing like Adesica, as if you come, as if you won't come. Now it's getting exciting, so we can't take your time. I understand it. So we have to close. So we have 5 minutes.
Okay, so my question was the catalyst.
Yeah.
How did they raise their funds to solve the problems I have made a proposal about?
Okay.
Yes, please.
How did they raise their fund?
Yes, to help and support the proposal I've made about.
Yeah, thanks for that question. A very relevant one. So we have something we call the treasury. And I don't know, how many of you know about treasury? When you say treasury, okay, so we have people who know treasury here. So this treasury, it is not a normal treasury you go and buy in the bank, okay? It's a normal treasury, a general treasury. And this treasury, I contribute to the treasury. Anybody on the ecosystem also contributes to the treasury. But how? So when you buy our tokens, or when you buy the token ADA, you are required to delegate your wallet to a certain pool. So when you do this taking or when you do this delegation, you know, a certain portion of your money is taken, but of course it's given back to you in some time to come, all right, with lots of benefit. So this money is what we use to run the ecosystem, or let me say, like, this is the money we use to make sure that we are funding projects here and there. You understand? So it is money coming from me, it is money coming from this guy. That is why this guy cannot see me to bring in a bad proposal to take money away. You understand? Because his money is inside. He's an investor. I am also an investor. So we are all entitled to ensuring that we are only funding innovative and positive ideas. Basically, that's how it looks like. Yeah, thanks.
Good. So one important thing to add is that every proposal will be voted on. Now, unlike the democracy that we have, that one is different. If you don't have a stake, you have to have money to vote. So that when you are voting on foolish ideas, excuse me with my word, you also know that you are equally what? Risking yourself too, right? Now, the final question I'm taking is from this gentleman. He has asked already. Okay, ask your question because I'll close with him. Ask your question.
Me, I'm into the cryptocurrency side. Last year, I saw that when it started afresh, like it was growing. Then I was interested. I bought a cryptocurrency. Then all of a sudden, I was thinking to continue growing. So all of a sudden, it dropped down. Then I made loss. So I want to understand something like about how the money goes up and down. I want you to explain.
Okay, thank you very much. You are looking at the volatility when it comes to pricing of the cryptocurrency. I hope we know economics, right? The number one popular topic in economics is what? Demand and supply. Is that not it? Now, the volatility comes with when there is more demand. Look at the COVID situation. When there was more demand on nose masks, what happens to the price of nose masks? I understand it. So, and then when the demand on nose masks was less, what happened to the price of nose masks? It fell down. So that is a simple answer for your question. That's how the volatility in terms of, it's a natural market. Okay, nobody controls, it's a natural market. Okay, so if you want more, see Richard and more will be done. Now, this gentleman is asking whether you can do freelancing. As the last person. He's asking whether you can do freelancing on the blockchain. In fact, I want to say yes, and blockchain is the home of what? Freelancing. I'm a digital marketer. I'm a student at KNUST Faculty of Law. I do freelancing on the blockchain as well. I work for Veridis. Veridis is a recycling project in Morocco. I'm in Ghana. I work for them. I give them articles and we call it content marketing. So I write articles for their projects, for their websites and whatnot. Every month, when we started, they used to pay me $100. You get it for a month. And they send it in crypto. I need not to go to Morocco. But today I have connected. So if I'm traveling to Morocco today, as a freelancer, I know a lot of people that I can reach through my social media. One final thing that I'll use to conclude is that you guys are blessed with a lot of apps in your age. You are blessed with what? A lot of apps in your age. You can use it positively to connect with people, people who want to support projects and whatnot. And you can use it to do your own thing that doesn't bring any benefit to you. The choice has always been in your hands. Those who are not born in our age, they are now seeing the benefits and they are coming back to learn. So thank you very much. I'll give to Ray and then she concludes for us.
Hello. Okay, so soon we've come to the end of the program, but after the vote of thanks, Richmond will open wallets for those who are interested. He will open Yoroi wallets for those who are interested. Okay, so for now, I thank Mr. Gofito for giving us the opportunity to come and share this wild opportunity with you. We are grateful to him. We are grateful to the school. We are grateful to all of you. Without you, we couldn't have done it. And I believe that by all means, some of you in the very near future will testify that this really changed their lives if you really take it serious. Even your teachers are going to take it serious. So I beg of you not to throw it away. Use your phone and your laptops to do a productive thing like this one. Don't waste your time on unnecessary social media things. Use it for this project work. It will help you. As you engage yourself in it, you will see that more ideas will be coming. It will be coming. You will think that it's not you, but it's you. And you will be a medium for change for others as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for Mr. Adolfo also. Thank you for everybody. So this is not the last time we are here. I believe that we will organize if we get another opportunity and come and do another one. Okay? So for now, make use of it. Thank you. So Richard will, Mr. Kofito will say something. Okay.
Please, we started with the God, so let's close with the Almighty. Our Lord and Master Jesus, we thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Emilia Safo, and the proposer of this project called Ghana Youth Onboarding Outreach, which is an idea that came up due to the passion for the youth to also realize their potentials. I am with WADA Ghana, where we are a voice for Africa to become part of the Cardano Blockchain, which has a lot of opportunities for everybody. And I am particularly for the youth because they are the up and coming who will take over from us. And with this current state of unemployment, my passion is that the youth will be able to develop their potentials. And with this Cardano blockchain, they'll be able to come up with more ideas from inside of them, which they didn't know they had. But with this, they'll be able to realize that I can put this idea into this proposal, win funding, and start a business. So when they get to know of Project Catalyst, they'll be able to start their own businesses. So this is all about it. Ghana Youth Onboarding, getting the youth on board Cardano Blockchain Project Catalyst so that they can put their ideas into real life projects that will benefit them and the society. So I think we had a good program. It's a success and I'm happy, and I know that they have been impacted upon positively. They love it. They are doing registrations. As you can see, they are all rushing for it. And then in the end, when I see that most of them have become part of the catalyst and they are doing their projects, I will be satisfied. So this is all about it. We'll do more of it, hopefully. So thank you for this opportunity.
I'm Efia Owusu with the WADA Ghana team. WADA is a global organization which seeks to give voice to the voiceless. Currently, our main pillars are education, infrastructure, and creation of apps. We have 3 hubs currently going on in Ghana, Cameroon, DRC. We also have a presence in Nigeria and Ivory Coast. The main agenda with the Ghana Hub is to do education and as well as organize the African community under the Catalyst African Town Hall meetings. This is a bi-weekly meeting where we try to get all African people onto the Cardano platform, especially people who are interested in seeing the growth of the African continent. Right now, we have a series of programs going, and we just witnessed one here, Youth Onboarding, in Accra Technical Institute, where we had over 200 students participating in the program. We will still go on to do this, so we know that every youth, or most of the youth in the country, has come on board the Cardano platform. Thank you.